Hi, sixth graders. We're on lesson 2.5, which is subtracting integers. So label your page at the top with 2.5 and put subtracting integers. So it's really important to be able to know how to add integers, which I know that you've already done and we are experts at. But we're just going to do a quick review. So if we're adding integers that have the same signs, remember we just take the add the absolute values and then take the sign of both of the numbers. So -3 plus -2, the absolute value of -3 is 3, the absolute value of -2 is 2. We're going to add them together and we get 5, and then we keep the sign, so it's -5. We can also think that we start at -3, and then we are going to add -2, so we go 1, 2 to the left, which is negative, and we get -5. -1 plus -4, we can start on our number line at -1, and we're going to add -4, so we're going to go to the left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get -5 also. I also know that I can add 1 and 4 together, which is 5. Since they're both negative, then it's going to be negative. Different signs, we're going to subtract, take the absolute values of both numbers, subtract, and then take the sign of the greater number. So the absolute value of 3 is 3, the absolute value of -5 is 5. We're going to subtract the greater minus the less number. So 5 minus 3 is 2. I know that 5 is greater than 3, so I take that sign, so it's -2. And it makes sense because we have more negatives than positives, so my answer has to be negative. -6 plus 8, right away I can see that I have more positives than negatives, so my answer is going to be positive. 8 minus 6 is 2, and then we keep it positive, so it's +2. Another way that I like to look at this is I know that if I start at -6, it takes me 6 hops to get to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So and I know that -6 plus 6 is 0, and then I know that I have to go 2 more to get to 8 hops. So you can think of it that way too. Also, you could just imagine a number line in your head and do those hops in your head. So when we subtract, this is what you want to write down in your notebook, we are going to turn it into an addition problem. So every time we're subtracting integers, all we can do is change it to addition. So I know that you've seen keep, change, flip before, but this is what we're going to do when we are subtracting. Only subtracting, not when we're adding, not when we're multiplying, not when we're dividing integers, just subtracting integers. We keep the first number, we change the second number to addition, and then we flip our numbers. So we find the additive inverse and we flip it, or basically make it opposite. So I'm going to rewrite this. We had -4 minus 6. Now we have -4 plus -6. And now we just add. -4 plus -6. I know that 6 plus 4 is 10. Keep the negatives, so it's -10. -3 minus -7. Keep the first number, change it to an addition. So once I change my sign, I have to remember to change my second number, because -3 minus -7 is different than -3 plus -7. So we have to remember to flip it. So -3, change it to addition, flip this, it's -7, so we're going to flip it to +7. So I'm going to rewrite it to keep myself neat and organized. +7. -3 plus 7, I know that -3 plus 3 is 0, and then I have 4 more to get to 7, so then I end up with 4. Or 7 minus 3 is 4, 7 is greater than 3 and it's positive, so we keep it 4. 2 minus 9, 2 plus negative 9. Keep the 2, change to addition, flip to negative. 2 plus negative 9, we're going to rewrite it, so please get in the habit of rewriting it so you can see your new equation. 2 plus negative 9, I start at positive 2, but I'm going negative 9, so it takes me 2 to get to 0, and then 7 more to get to negative 9, so it's negative 7. Or 9 minus 2 is 7, 9 is greater and it's negative, so I keep the negative. I want you to pause me and try to do these 4 problems and then come back and check your work. So 0 minus 9, I'm going to rewrite as 0 plus negative 9. And sometimes I just do it right here just to make sure that I remember to do all my steps. 0 plus negative 9 equals negative 9. Negative 8 minus negative 21. So we're going to keep, change, and then flip. So negative 8 plus 21. So it takes me, so we can do 21 minus 8, which is going to be 13. 21 is greater than 8 and it's positive, so we're going to keep it positive 13. 3 minus negative 5, we have 3 plus 5, because I have keep, change, and then flip. So notice that I just dropped the positive sign and I just rewrite it as 3 plus 5. So we have 8. Minus a negative, notice, is the same as adding a positive. So the negatives cancel each other out and it just becomes adding a positive. Subtracting a positive is the same as adding a negative. Negative 11 minus 33, negative 11 plus negative 33. Negative 11 plus negative 33. 33 plus 11 is, oops, 44. Why is my pen not working? Oh, there it is. Negative 11 plus negative 33 is negative 44. All right, that is all I have for you for this video. So log into NICU and take the 2-5 subtracting integers NICU quiz. Have a good night.